Let's meet the starting lineups. First up, here are the North Hardin Trojans. Number 14, Josh Burns. Number 9, Brian Gearing. Number 5, Rakai Hanley. Number 16, Braden Heron. Number 21, Jaden Matthews. Number 10, Aaron Muhammad. Number 6, Phil Morrell. Number 3, Miles McGaw. Number 12, Jabari Rashid. Number 29, Joey Stankovic. And number 7, Andrew Trujillo. Your assistant coaches tonight is J.P. Stevens, and your head coach for the Trojans, Mr. Jim Stone. And now, let's meet the starting lineup for your Central Hardin Bruins. Number 12, Alex Arqueta. Number 1, Aiden Allen. Number 2, Kate Stibner. Number 3, Jack Shaw. Number 15, Jacob Hasty. Number 11, Case Van Bleininger. Number 13, Michael Brown. Number 14, Micah Schiller. Number 10, Nolan Thomas. Number 9, Leonard Bowman. And last but not least, number 24, Ricky Taringi. And your assistant coaches tonight, Justin Polly, Scott Mays, Mike Bowers, and Joe Thomas. And your head coach, Austin Morella. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise and remove your hats to honor America and those who support our freedom at home and abroad. Please join us in the playing of our national anthem.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Elizabethtown Sports Park for tonight's 17th District Boys Soccer action. Tonight's game has the 8-2-1 North Hardin Trojans taking on the 5-3-3 Central Hardin Bruins. Go down the starters real quickly for both squads. First for North Hardin, Miles McGaw, Rakai Handley, Phil Merle, Andrew Chorio, Aaron Muhammad, Jabari Rashid, Josh Burns, Braden Heron, Ryan Gearing, Jaden Matthews, and in goal tonight for North Hardin will be Joey Stankovic. For Central Hardin, Cade Van Stibner, Jack Shaw, Ryder Bowman, Nolan Thomas, Case Van Blyenberg, Alex Argena, Micah Brown, Micah Chenault, Zachary Allen, and Ricky Taringi. And in goal tonight for the Bruins will be Aiden Allen. Central Hardin will have the opening possession of the first half. Argetta will start it out. Bring it back back to Goodman. He's going to send it to the outside. Sorry, that was Thomas. Chenault back across to Ringy. To the outside. That time it's to Bad Stibner. Back towards the center. Chenault gets there. Got to get up near midfield. Merle gets it back for the Trojans. Now Muhammad with it. Play it back to Rashid. And that one tried to one touch. It goes out. Throw in for the Bruins. Jacob Hasty will throw this one in. Rashid going to play it back to Stankovic, who plays it back out. Actually goes out. Glad no one was in that chair that just got knocked over. Throw in for the Bruins. Hasty to throw this one in. That goes over the end line and will be a goal kick for North Hardin. Rashid will send it outside to Burns. Right back to Rashid, right in front of the goal. Rashid will get out to McGaw. McGaw pops back towards the center, trying to get to Matthews. Hasty going to keep it on this end for the Bruins. And Blyenberg now with it. Crosses there. Shot and saved by Stankovic. Argueta with the shot. Good cross that time from Van Blyenberg. Stankovic sends it down the middle of the field. Chenault gets to it first for the Bruins. To Brown. Then Shaw sends it forward. Burns now going to try to get it to Gearing on the outside. Sent back towards midfield. Bowman pops this one in the air. They're going to have a foul called on the Bruins. Free kick for the Trojans. McGaw with it. Sent back towards Merle, but it's going to be Brown who got there first. Now Burns kicks it to the outside. Shaw races over. Merle gets there for North. Rakai Hanley now with it. To Trio. Matthews loses his footings. He was bumped from behind. Bowman now with it. Going to lay it to the outside. McGaw gets it back for the Trojans. Trio right back to McGaw. He's going to send it into the box. No one's going to get there before Aiden Allen picks it up. He's going to roll it to the outside for Chenault. Turingi sends it up the middle of the field, trying to get it to Brown. Trio gets it back for North. Now Merle with it. Turns and sends it up the line, trying to get it to Heron. Turingi not able to keep that one in. Throw in for the Trojans. Handley to take care of this one. Gets it into Matthews. And getting it back for Central was Thomas. Sent forward. Argueta gets control of it. Keeps possession. Flips it to Brown. Oh, he had Thomas running shot there. Stankovic right to him. Looked like they had a possible run out by Thomas down the middle of the field. Stankovic will punt this one away. High bounce. Chenault heads it back towards midfield. Gearing has it for North. Back to Muhammad. He'll send it back to Rashid. Matthews gets it again. To McGaw. Now Heron there. Hasty comes back for Central. Ball going back and forth. Now sent towards the middle. Handley's there. Bad Stibner there for Central. Shaw with it. Sends it up the left side for the Trojans. Brown chasing after it. Burns there for North. Burns will turn. That's going to go out. He'll throw in for the Bruins. Quickly getting it in. And then Merle. That one's gone well out. I think that's 3 balls that have gone over the fence here in the beginning of the game. We just over 5 minutes into the ball game. Throw into Shaw. Burns there for North. Burns will kick it out. Oh, it went out over the end line. It will be a corner kick for the Bruins. Oh. No, they're going to say it's it is a corner kick. Brown quickly out to the 6-yard box, kicked out. Handley pops it in the air. Hasty now will come out with it right at midfield for Central. Turns and kicks it up. It's going to go to Rashid. Rashid going to send it down the middle of the field. Heron there. Chenault gets there from Central. Torrio now with the ball for the Trojans. Surrounded by Bruins. Shaw now with it. He'll send it back to Chenault. Chenault going to play it back to Aiden Allen. To the outside. Turingi now with it. Torrio with it, trying to get it to Muhammad. Bowman knocks it away. Now it's down here. Heron with it. Chenault closes in. Shot saved by Aiden Allen. Back out. Another shot coming. That one wide. It was wide right. The North fans erupted, but it was wide right. It's going to be a corner kick. It was a really good celebration. Phil Merle heads down into the corner to take this corner kick. Merle looking right into the sun. That one out just beyond the 10-yard mark. Popped in the air by Argueta. Hanley will send it back. Rashid now just outside the 18, tries to cross. That goes off of Chenault, and will be another corner kick for the Trojans. Merle again will come and take this one. This time it'll be Aiden Allen who's looking directly into the sun. The keeper for the Bruins. So we sit to the far side. Really controlled Heron. I believe it's going to be a foul. So it'll be a free kick for the Bruins. Outside, Bad Stimner with it. Back to Shaw. Shaw now going to try to reverse the field to the other side. Van Blyenberg heads it over Burns. Might have a foul. Going to be a free kick for the Bruins. Thomas to take this one. 3-person wall. Chip shot and saved by Stankovic. Stankovic will punt this one out. Bowman with it in the middle, trying to get it to Thomas. Thomas with 3 Trojans around him. Now is going to chip it forward, trying to get it to Van Blyenberg. Rashid gets there first. I believe there's going to be a foul called on Rashid. It'll be right outside the box. It'll be a free kick for the Bruins. It's Micah Brown. Oh, no, sorry. Yeah, Micah Brown to take this one. Shoreham tried to get it to the back post. Not able to, over the inline, and a goal kick for the Trojans. Just over 10 minutes gone in this first half of play. Scoreless between Central Hardin and North Hardin. For Central Hardin, their next matchup will be the 13th of September and will travel to Fort Knox. For North Hardin, they will host South Warren on Saturday. Gearing, that one goes off hasty with throw in. North Hardin, McGaw to throw this one in. To Gearing. Matthews to McGaw. McGaw keeps possession. Coming in, Thomas kicks that one out. It'll go over the end line and be a corner kick for the Trojans. Phil Merle again comes forward to take the corner. I'm going to go out the top of the 18. Brown sends it down to the other end of the field. McGaw gets it for North. Keeps possession on the outside to Matthews. Matthews going to take it back towards the middle. Going to give it to Heron. Ball slightly behind him, unable to get a foot on it. Bowman will kick it out now. Hasty there for the Bruins. He'll send it up the field. It's going to go out off of Gearing. Be a throw in for the Bruins. Hasty down the line. It's going to be headed out by McGaw. Another throw in for the Bruins. Hasty again to throw this one in. She heads it in the air. Bowman just outside the box. That one's sent. McGaw going to send it up the field, trying to get to Heron. Heron will get it right at midfield. Taringi there to get it back for the Bruins. Hasty now with it. It's going to go off Matthews. Throw in Central. Hasty to Bowman. Sent back the other way. Chenault going to try to send it back down the field. Shaw with it. Muhammad now has it to Gearing. Argetta gets it back for the Bruins. Shaw back out to Hasty. Trying to get it forward. McGaw gets to it. He'll send it to Heron at midfield. Thomas with it. Now Bad Stivner. Up for Brown. Brown cross. Goes off Burns over the end line, and that'll be a corner kick for Central Hardin. In the middle, knocked away. It's going to be a handball right there. Free kick for the Bruins. So Micah Brown will come take this one. Official steps off 10 yards. Got another three-person wall. Two more walking up. Could be a five-person wall for the Trojans. Slight touch. Brown pokes it to the outside. Bad Stimmer shot saved by Stankovic. Muhammad clears it out. Taringi going to send it back up the Bruins' left side. Bad Stimner there. Merle closing on. Made a foul there. It's just looks like it's about over 22, 23 yards away from the goal. Brown again will take this one. Low line drives. Stankovic gets to it first, then dives on it before Bowman can get to it. Sent down the right side, trying to get it to Matthews. Turingi coming over for Central.
Call it. Thank you. There you go.
I believe this one.
Go talk to your AR.
We're going to speak with the assistant referee.
Go talk to your AR, please.
Not sure if that was in
Come on.
the box or not.
And right there.
So it's just outside the box. Merle will be the one taking this one. Two-person wall for Aiden Allen. Merle chips this one about 6 yards out, gets through the box. Hasty chases after it. Hanley gets there first. Keep it on this end for the Trojans. Tries to cross. It goes out off of Bowman. It'll be a throw in for North Hardin. McGaw will come to throw this one in for the Trojans. Heron, Turingi will send it back out near midfield. Burns there for North. Trying to get it out to Merle. Merle not able to get it. It'll be throw in for Central. Bad Stibner to throw this one in. Into Shaw. Kick straight in the air. Matthews gets to it, but it goes right to Van Blyenberg. They'll send it to the outside for Hasty. Forward, McGaw gets this one. Bowman taps it forward. Van Blyenberg going to be able to keep it in. Cross there. Knocked away by Merle. Bastibner on the far side. Keep possession with the Bruins. Brown. And Merle gets it back for North. He'll send it near there, but Turingi going to keep it on this end again for the Bruins. Muhammad now with it to the outside, but Hasty gets it right back to Van Blyenberg. Back outside, that's going to be too wide. Throw in for North Hardin. That one headed, and it'll be kicked out by Central Hardin. I believe that was by Thomas. Throw in for the Trojans. Looks like McGaw will come and get this one. Matthews now with it. Chenault there for the Bruins. Cross shot. That's going to go wide left, or wide right, sorry. Free kick for the Bruins. Matthew Covey checking in. Going back up near midfield. Argueta has it for the Bruins, and that's going to be a foul. And grabbed the jersey and then knocked down. Free kick for the Bruins. Thomas will take this one. Was a yellow card issued to Rashid. Luke Lynch comes into the game for the Trojans. the far side. Stankovic comes out, punches at it. Trio heads it. Bergetta pops it in the air. Now Lynch will head it back out of the box. Game's starting to get physical, and between cards and no cards, the players have started mouthing back and forth. I'm not sure if the official is just going to talk to all of them, or like I say, it will be Central Hardin ball. So he will mark off 10 yards. So Brown and Thomas. Give it to Brown. Brown's shot. It was hit off of by Jaden Matthews first. Cleared by the Trojans. Bad Stimner now with it for Central. That one gets into the box. Stankovic gets to it. I'm going to say play on.
Use your guard!
This official's going to lose control in a hurry. Towards the middle of the field, Bad Stimner will send it back. Muhammad now with it to the outside. Handley back to Merle. Bad Stimner comes over, it goes off of him. Throw in for the Trojans. Subs checking in. Devin Bergen and Connor Conley back in for the Bruins. Jabari Rashid comes in for North Hardin along with number 2, Christian Calderon. Merle's throw in, trying to get to Handley. Bad Stimner will send it back up, trying to get it near midfield. Burns is there. Back to Handley. Outside, Merle has it. He's going to send it forward. Calderon there. Thomas there for Central. Thomas comes out with it. Handley kicks it out, and it'll be a throw in for Central Hardin. Bad Stimner to send this one in. To Thomas, back to Bad Stimner. Goes out, throw in from North. Quick throw in. Get it to Calderon. Terengi got it, but right to Gearing. Gearing going to shoot. And saved by Aiden Allen. Both keepers doing an absolutely fabulous job tonight. Conley not able to gather it in to keep possession. Terengi comes over. That's going to go out. Throw in for North. Quick throw in. Terengi heads that one. Bad Stimner will get to it while it's still in. Trio with it. Coming off the official. They're going to give it to the Trojans right there. Give it back to the Trojans. Burns with it. Brown gets it back for Central. Throw in for the Trojans. Handley will take this one. Trying to get to Calderon. Terengi heads it back the other way. Now Thomas will kick it. That goes out. A throw in for North. I think it's going to be Merle that will send this one in. Down out off Central. Throw in again for North. They'll have some substitutions along with Central Hardin.
Number 6, Zach Wilkinson.
Going for North. Parms to send this one in. Gets it to Heron. Back outside. Parms not able to get to that one. Throw in for the Bruins. Truia with it. It goes off the Bruins. Throw in Trojans. Turingi with it. Played forward. Not able to get it, and it will be Burns with possession. Back to Rashid. Rashid going to send it up the left side. Going back is Chenault. It gets over his head. Heron with it on his foot, but it'll be cleared out by Chenault. Throw in North Hardin. Gearing to throw this one in. And drop that one into Rugama. Kicked out. Covey almost has it. Rugama again for North. Back and forth possession. Off of Thomas. Gearing is going to go down. That'll be a free kick from there. $14 minutes to go here in the first half, scoreless between Central Hardin and North Hardin. Reminder, we'll be back on the air tomorrow night, 7:30 football. Kickoff is Central Hardin, and they're hosting the John Hardin Bulldogs. Coach Paul Gray will bring you all of that action. Matthews to take this one. Three-person wall. Quick shot. That'll go wide left. Goal kick for Central Hardin. Aiden Allen will take this goal kick. To the outside, Turingi with it. To the far side. Goes out off of North. I believe that's Wilkinson throwing this one in. Like I say, he traveled too far down the line. Turingi with it. Back to Wilkinson. Gama had it for North Hardin, loses it. Calderon, that's going to go out. Throw in for Central. Wilkinson again to throw it in. Into Thomas. Trying to get it to Bowman. McGaw going to get it forward for Muhammad. Turingi going to clear that one out. Covey now with it on the right side. He's going to send it towards the middle. Farms got there along. Matthews gets a foot on it. Rugama with it. Turingi heads it back. Bowman now has it to the outside. That goes out. Throw in North Hardin. Back at midfield, that one goes out again. Another throw in for the Trojans. So they're going to let the North subs come in. Harmsville throws it a long way. Chenault back there. Handley there for North. Handley able to keep possession. It's over the end line. That'll be a goal kick. Central Hardin. These two teams did meet back on August 16th. North Hardin victorious in that one, 1-0. Goal by Jaden Matthews. Outside to Terengi. To Thomas. Back to Chenault. Send it down the right side. Rashid there, but Stankovic will come out. He'll pick that up just as it gets into the box. Burns with it. Bogan kicked that one free. Parms with it on the far side. But we're going to have a foul in play, so it'll be a free kick for North Hardin. She to the outside. Mason Hawkins with it for North, gets it to Matthews. Right back, and it'll be cleared this time by, I believe that was Brown. Heron trying to keep possession. It's going to be kicked back outside. Handley will get there first. Pass Shaw to Matthews. Now Central back with it. Covey lays it off. Hasty is there. Chenault gets it up the field. Comley now with it to the middle. Thomas trying to send it down the middle. Burns gets there for North. Burns still with it. Chenault bangs into him.
Keep going with
Burns
it.
keeps possession. Terengi gets there. Cross. Oh, through some feet. Matthews shot. Saved by Aiden Allen.
Oh, man.
Calderon will chase after this one. Gets to it. To Parms. Parms towards the middle. Muhammad will play it outside. Hawkins. Hawkins heads it up, but Thomas will keep possession for the Bruins. To Comley. Back over to Shaw. Handley gets there first. He'll get that one. But Terengi comes back for the Bruins. Will send it upfield into the box and scooped up by Stankovic. This one punted away. Back. Terengi just going to escort it into the box for Aiden Allen to pick it up. This one goes off the side of the foot, right near the sideline. Covey able to keep it in. Goes down. Hawkins sends it forward for Matthews. Going to give it back for Gearing, able to keep it in. Chenault there for North. That one gets bounced around, goes off of the Bruins, throwing for the Trojans. Subs in for both teams. Gearing will throw this one in. Into the box. Conley going to head it out. Handley there pops it in the air. Merle and Brown go after. Brown with possession. Lays it to the outside. That'll be sent forward, trying to get it to Argueta. Burns there for North. Back with it. They'll sit it down the right side. That's going to go out, be a throw in for the Bruins. Trying to get it to Argueta off his foot and go over the end line, and that will be a goal kick for the Trojans. Stankovic will take this one. 5:46 to go in this first half. Again, scoreless between Central Hardin and North Hardin. Hanley pops it in the air. Heron chases after it. Chenault gets to it first. Heron back with possession to Handley. Handley tried across to Gearing. Hasty gets in front of that one. McGaw drops it back outside for Gearing. Gearing, and it'll be Alex Lennon that will kick that one out. McGaw sends that one in. Ferengi need it out. Muhammad will send it back for Burns. Argueta quickly closing. Send it out the other side. Merle there. Torrio with it.
Oh!
This might be a card, and it is on Shaw. So 4:28 to go in the first half. Yellow cards have been issued, one to Jabari Rashid for North Hardin and now one for Jack Shaw of Central Hardin. Rashid to take this free kick. Going to come down just outside the box. Matthews tries the shot, not able to get much on it, goes out, and then they're going to say it went off of a Bruin, so it'll be a North Hardin corner. Clock has been stopped. I'm not sure who this is that has gone to the official on the field. Reminder again, we're back on the air tomorrow night, 7:30. Football action as John Hardin Bulldogs will travel to take on the Central Hardin Bruins. It is homecoming night at Central. Kickoff scheduled for 7:30. Again, for Central Hardin, their next ball game will be at Fort Knox on September 13th. And for North Hardin, their next ball game will be on Saturday as they will host South Warren. And now they've asked for Mr. J.C. Wright. Soldiers. All right, so they are sorting this out. And so far in the game, there's been no scoring, been several shots on goal and several good saves as well. So the officials have asked the administrators from Central Hardin if there's some other folks that have been asked to leave as well. Whenever we do get back to play, it'll be a North Hardin corner kick. So they set it ready. Merle will take this one. And right at the front corner, gets through, all the way through, and you see 2 or 3 different Trojans with their hands on their heads as they missed a golden opportunity. A really good corner that time from Merle. And it will be a goal kick for Central Hardin. Aiden Allen will take these. I'm going to kick this one out near midfield. Trio there. Back it to the outside for Merle. Serenge will send it back up the field. Rashid will get it at midfield, send it back for Gearing. Hasty there for Central. Now Van Blyenberg comes back to get possession. Rashid just pops it up to Heron. Heron to McGaw, right back to Gearing. Getting it forward for McGaw. Hasty closes out. Back to Gearing. Now Gearing will chase it down into the box, and that'll be cleared out by Chenault, and will be a throw-in for for North Hardin. McGaw to throw this one in, quickly gets it in to Gearing, and that'll go from Bowman, and that'll be a corner kick for the Trojans. 2:30 to go in the first half. Merle trots over to take this one. Towards the front post, that one sent back out. I believe that was by Wilkinson. Throw in for the Trojans. Merle to throw this one in. And trying to get it to Matthews. Right on the in line, keeps it back in. And off Chenault, and it'll be another corner kick. 1:41 to go. Merle going to set this one down. Quickly gets it into Matthews. Matthews going to cross there. Bounces off. I believe it was Muhammad that it bounced off in the middle of the field, and will be a goal kick for Central Hardin. Lennon with it. Serenge going to get it to Bowman. Bowman keeps possession. And Lennon sends it up the left side for the Bruins, but it goes out. Throw in for North Hardin, under a minute to go. Down the line, trying to get it to Handley. Sent back up. Heading it to the outside is Rashid. McGaw there. Tries to chip it forward. Lennon will send it back near midfield. Comley with it. Bowman trying to get to Lennon again. He'll send it forward, but Burns will get to it. 27 seconds to go. Matthews, Annabelle going to get it out. On the far side, Heron with it. Wilkinson closes. 16 seconds. That goes out. A goal kick for the Bruins. We're at 10 seconds. I believe Aiden Allen will just take his time and the clock will run out. So after 40 minutes, no goals between Central Hardin and North Hardin. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates, more personal attention for more effective results, with locations in Elizabethtown, Hodgenville, Radcliffe, and South Louisville, online at physicaltherapyky.com. Blue Ribbon Renovations is a new locally owned Mark Harris company that is offering 0% interest and no payments for 12 months on windows, doors, fences, roofs, decks, siding, and much, much more. To explore your options or schedule your appointment today, call 270-763-3186. Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal Recycling, a family-owned business with competitive prices, pickup service, and a friendly staff available for all your recycling needs. Located in Elizabethtown on 31W, just south of exit 91 off Interstate 65. Call 270-982-7206 to talk to someone about scrappy metal and recycling. E-Town Exterminating is a locally owned, family-run pest control company and has been serving Hardin, Meade, Grayson, and Nelson counties and the surrounding areas of Kentucky since 1976. Whatever your pest control issues are, termites, spiders, crickets, general pests, even moles, their team has the knowledge, skill, and training to safely and effectively eliminate the problem. Call 270-737-6900 or go online at mugabug.com. West Point Bank, with 5 offices located in Elizabethtown, Radcliffe, Upton, Glendale, and West Point. Let us help make life simpler. Hometown banking made simple. Online at westpointbank.com. Got about 9 minutes till the start of the second half. We will be right back with that second half action.
The ultimate Wi-Fi experience is finally here. BBTEL Blast Wi-Fi from Brandenburg Telecom. With new Wi-Fi 6 compatibility and an app that puts you in control of your home network, get ultimate power and performance to every corner of your home. Set up and connect devices, pause Wi-Fi, and customize parental controls all from our BBTEL Blast Wi-Fi app. It's the ultimate Wi-Fi experience, and it's a blast. Ditch your old wireless router and switch to BBTEL Blast Wi-Fi today.
Hi, I'm Jarrett Cox with HCEC-TV, and today I'm here at Brandenburg's Don McMahon. Don, how are you doing?
Good. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Let's talk about Brandenburg Telecom. You know, you've had a long relationship with us here at HCEC-TV, and you've been in business for over 70 years.
Yes, our headquarters are in Brandenburg, and we have offices in Radcliffe, E-Town, and Hardinsburg. And we've, since the start of our company, we went from dial-up internet all the way to fiber internet. So it's a lot of changes in that time span.
Absolutely. You know, with all the things going on today, the faster internet you can get, the better it is. And I understand that you have a new Wi-Fi system.
We do. We have it's called BBTEL Blast Wi-Fi, and what that is, it's a new wireless router. So instead of you going to the store and buying a router and having to set it up yourself and make sure all the settings are right and maintaining that router, we do that for you. We provide that router, and this router is it's a top of the line. It's Wi-Fi 6 compatible. All your new devices, like your phones and iPads, they're Wi-Fi. They have Wi-Fi 6 capabilities, and what Wi-Fi 6 does is there's more connections and there's more speed to those devices. So that relates to less lag time in your home, because nowadays everybody's working from home, even from school, and even a lot of online gaming and streaming. So that Wi-Fi 6 really helps bring everything together where there's no lagging. So.
I know during the pandemic I had to work from home, and I worked in web administration, so I mean it was such a big help to have that Wi-Fi speed to be able to do all the work that I needed to do remotely. It's really the backbone. A lot of people don't think about all the stuff that Wi-Fi does.
Yeah, it's very important, especially to have a up-to-date wireless router. I mean, you could have the best internet in the world, but if you have a router set up wrong, or maybe a lower grade, lower quality router, I mean, your internet's only going to be as good as your wireless router. So we have the top of the line, and it'll help everybody.
And speaking of top of the line, we just cannot thank you all enough for all the support you give us. It's top of the line, and we would not be able to do all the live sports coverage that we do without your help.
Well, we enjoy it. We invest a lot in the community, not only in fiber technology, but we invest in the people in the community. And I think, when we do that, it makes everybody stronger, and, we're locally owned and operated, so we're here to stay.
Wi-Fi is just so important these days. People don't realize how important that is in a home.
One of our important features for BBTEL Blast Wi-Fi is it comes with an app on your phone. So when you get that wireless service, you can download an app and you can pause any device in your house. So if your kids are upstairs and they're supposed to be doing their homework and they're on their phone, you can touch a button and it would shut that Wi-Fi off to that device so they couldn't get to it. It also helps monitor your network from your home or business. You can cut off any device, and then you can do speed tests. You can set parental controls, and what that is you can set time limits on Wi-Fi access to your devices. So between 5 and 6, every Wi-Fi device would be shut off, and then after 6 it would turn automatically back on. So that's a neat feature, and especially these days you need to keep an eye, on kids and their interaction with the internet. So it is a handy feature to have.
It really is important. I think about how I have a young nephew that's about to turn 3 this year, and I think about how my sister is going to try to navigate trying to keep him safe in this digital age.
Yeah, you got to keep a close eye on them. So this app definitely helps you do that.
And speaking of the digital age, you have a new e-billing app.
We do. Everybody has one these days, and we just got ours. So you can download the e-bill app, and it lets you pay your bill online, of course. But you can also go back and look at your previous bills. You can manage multiple accounts. So if you have a home and business, you can go back anytime and see your past invoices. And it's just a pretty handy feature to have.
So it's been a while since we've had you in the studio. What are the future plans for Hardin County?
We've been building fiber in Hardin County for a couple years now, and our focus is going to remain on Hardin County. Some recent areas we've been into lately is Rineyville and Cecilia areas, those surrounding areas. So, eventually our goal is to build out all of Hardin County. Hardin County is a big county, so it's going to take us a little while to get to everybody. I know everybody wants it, and fiber is so important, for everything we do in these days. So we will be eventually, but it's going to take some time.
People just don't understand how big Hardin County is. Somebody that doesn't live here, it just astounds me about how big it is.
Yeah, we cover Meade, Breck, and Hardin is by far the biggest county we serve.
Well, thank you again for everything you do for HCEC-TV. We would not be able to provide the live sports coverage that we do without you.
We're glad to do it. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Jarrett Cox with HCEC-TV, and today we're very happy to have Kobe Gibson from Waddell's Auto Scrap Metal Recycling. How are you doing?
Thanks for having us. Doing good.
Can you tell me a little bit about your business?
Yeah, we're here in Eaton on 311 Steel Drive. We've been family owned and operated for 53 years. We provide all types of recycling for people, everything from washers, dryers, to cars, bulldozers, semi-trucks. Pretty much if it's metal, we can take it. So.
When I come up on the Kentucky Parkway on my way to work, I see a billboard for Waddell's with several lovely kids on it. Are they yours?
Yeah, the 2 girls are mine, and the boys are my nephews, so they were a good model for the billboard.
I mean, it definitely shows that you're family owned and operated.
Yeah, family owned and operated, and we all live here in Hardin County, and that's kind of like we like to put money back in the community and do stuff like that. So.
And we really thank you for supporting HCEC-TV. So what are some of the more unconventional things that you scrap?
Some of the larger stuff, that some people won't take. There's some yards that will not take. They don't have a way to handle bulldozers, unload bulldozers. We do industrial accounts, so we've got a roll-off service. We can set roll-off boxes to haul away the metal, but we can do anything from, something like I said, as small as a washer to we've picked up 60,000-pound pieces of scrap before for these factories here in town. And we like E-Town, but we will go anywhere. We've got accounts in Louisville, Western Kentucky, and stuff like that. So, and we also offer, like I said, lowboy service. Pretty much anything you've got, we can get it picked up for you.
And that's so important because Kentucky is such a vast state, and having a family-owned and operated business that'll come and scrap your stuff is just so important.
Yeah, it makes it nice. There's a lot of people that have broken down vehicles that just don't have a way to get them to us. We've got a rollback for that. So all they got to do is call the office, and for a small fee, we'll go pick it up, and they'll get paid for it and make some money for it, make it real easy for them.
So one thing I didn't know that you all did is you sell parts from vehicles.
Yep. So we keep, it rotates the cars. We'll rotate them in and out when they get parted out too much. I mean, we've had as many as 1,000. We try to keep 500 to 1,000 just to have parts for people. This day and age, as expensive as everything's getting, it's nice to be able to go buy a used part and save some money. So
you're telling me the next time that a deer attacks my car, I'll be able to go to your...
Yep. Hopefully we'll be able to have everything, and if not, we can look it up and find it for you. So one thing also that I didn't know is you all recycle things like washers and dryers and refrigerators. Yep, pretty much anything that's metal we take, and it's not just steel items. We take aluminum cans, batteries, copper, all that type of non-ferrous metal as well.
So I know that you're based in Elizabethtown. How long have you been in the area?
As far as in Eaton, it would go back to the early 2000s. But they've been in business for, like I said, 53 years. So did a lot of mobile car crushing back then. So it's just, but kind of got our roots here close to home now, and that's where we'd like to stay.
Yeah, and it's so important once you get grounded in a place to want to stay. And we really appreciate you supporting this local TV station and the local school kids by providing the live sports coverage and all the other things that your contribution helps us do. So thank you very much.
All right, we're proud to. Thanks.
Hello, I'm Regina Ryan, and I'm the Director of Hardin County Educational and Community Television. And joining me today is one of our longtime sponsors, Sean Rich with eTownExterminating.com. Sean, you all have been with us since the beginning, and without your support, we couldn't do what we do. Can you tell us about the company and when it got started and the background of how it got started?
Well, first of all, I'd just like to say thank you for this opportunity. We love to be able to be in this position where we can support Hardin County Educational Channel with all the athletic sports that we can. We feel like it's very important to do that. As far as our company, we are actually celebrating our 45th year this year as of this month. Mm-hmm. And we're really excited about that. But as far as the company, we are a full-service exterminating company. We take care of termites, general pest control. We take care of from bed bugs to spiders to, like I said, termites to mice, whatever pest control that you need.
And how many employees do you have?
Currently, we have around 36 employees.
For those who haven't used your company before, what should they expect?
Well, we do, as far as general pest control, we do a monthly service, and we will come to your house and service the house, but we do a lot of exterior service, but we also go on the inside of the house.
Your services are available for both taking care of what happens inside your home and outside your home. So in regards to a client reaching out to you, what should they expect when they come to do some service inside the home for termite control, roach issue, bed bugs, all the things that happen within the house? What should they expect?
When a technician comes to the house, they will inspect and they'll assess what needs to be done. Everything that will be done will be told to the customer prior to the treatment. We do have protocols in place with everything going on with COVID right now. We will wear a mask, we'll wear gloves, we'll sanitize our tanks, our hands, everything. So we make it as safe as possible for our technician and for the customer.
And exterior is wise.
Yes, we do a lot of service on the exterior. When we assess the property, we'll see where insects are coming into the building. We will make treatments on the outside, but also we'll make recommendations to those customers. If there's something that needs to be sealed or caulked, or a door jammed, or a sweep on a door needs to be fixed, then we'll tell the customer about that.
Now, besides that one-time service, it's really important to do monthly.
Yes, we have a monthly service. What we do is we assign that customer with a regular technician. Majority of our technicians have been with us for years, so you'll have the same person each time. But they'll give you a call the night before, set up a time for an appointment. They'll come out, they'll service. If you have any problems in between services, all you have to do is give our office a call, or we give the customer's direct line to their technician. They can call them, they'll come back out, and they'll take care of it with no extra charge.
Now, I know you're located in Hardin County, but where else do you service?
Well, we service all the surrounding counties, Meade, Nelson, Breck, Taylor, LaRue. We service about 9 different counties.
So, not that anybody wants insects in their home, but what are the most popular insect that you deal with?
We deal with, on a regular basis, spiders, ants, cockroaches, bed bugs, and mice.
Oh gosh,
and then we have a lot of seasonal insects. Ants during the summer, we have a lot more because of the rain, and then during the spring or during the fall time of the year, we get a lot of calls like on crickets in houses. During the winter, we get a lot of calls for spiders and also for mice or rodents.
And so, and you can help out with any of those types of insects and things.
Yes, with doing general maintenance, we can get it where you're not seeing anything.
Okay. I'm assuming annually there might be rise and falls of little critters or insects that might be a little bit more aggressive than before. Is that something that's common year to year?
Yes, I mean, we usually have one insect that will pop out each year, but generally right now that we have had probably more of an uptick right now are bed bugs, and we can take care of them, but it's a lot of prep work for the customers and for us.
I was going to say, anytime you get an infestation, it does take a little bit of time, correct?
Yes, one treatment for a heavy infestation will not take care of it.
Right. You were an athlete in high school. What sports did you participate in?
I played basketball, I ran cross country, and ran track.
And your children, I know that they've also been very active.
Yes, I had a daughter that graduated in Elizabethtown in 2016. She was a swimmer. A daughter that graduated in 2019. She was a soccer player, and I have a son right now that's a junior at E-Town. He's playing basketball and soccer.
Wonderful, and want to congratulate your oldest daughter is a nurse. She's on the front lines.
Yes, she just graduated from University of Kentucky this past spring. She accepted a position at Vanderbilt University Hospital, and so she's down there right now working there at Vanderbilt.
I was going to say on the front lines, those first responders.
Yes, we're very proud of her. She's taken on a task, and we're glad that she's in that position right now.
Yeah, and it means so much to those that she's taking care of, and so that's phenomenal. Your middle daughter is going to become the next generation of E-Town Exterminator.
Yes, my daughter Abby, last year she told us that she wanted to come back into the company, and so this year she's been working this summer, working with a lot of my supervisors, learning how to sell. She's been working with me a lot on the management side of it and financial, and we're going to bring her up into the company, and so we're really excited about that.
I was going to say, it must have been a proud moment when she said she wanted to continue in that role.
Yes, and I always said that Abby was my dad made over. So it's exciting to see her to, when I came up into the company, my dad always said that I was going to bring it up to the next level. Now I look at Abby, and I believe she's going to bring it up to the next level for me.
That's wonderful. Now, people that would like to get in touch, what do they do?
Well, they can call us. Our phone number is 270-737-6900, or our website is www.muggabug.com. That's muggabug.com.
Amazing. And really, the nice thing about it is you get to talk to a real person.
Yes, we have 4 wonderful administrative assistants in our office, and they will talk to you live.
It really makes a lot of difference. And you're in the communities that you serve. You really give back to that community. And why is that important to you?
Well, as a family-owned company here in the community and as a product of this community, I feel like to reinvest into the things like this in sports, athletics, or a lot of other programs that we invest into with the Hardin County school system and with the Elizabethtown Independent School System, that we can give opportunities to these kids that normally they wouldn't have money or the advantages of doing that. And as an athlete, I always look at giving back to these type of programs, because not only are they competing, but they're generating friends and longtime friends for years to come, and that's what's more important than anything is getting these bonds. And I look back, I still have great friends that I played basketball with, or I ran cross country or track with, and they're probably some of my closest friends. So that's the reason. That's the big reason why I like giving back to these programs. Just give them opportunities to be part of something.
Well, and developing those relationships, you know, from assigning a specific technician to a resident to taking care of those relationships that you've established in the community. It's really what it's all about. Well, thank you, Sean, for being such a wonderful sponsor for HCEC-TV and Brandenburg Telecom's Live Channel 1 Sports. Without that support, we couldn't do what we do. And I just really appreciate it.
Well, thank you very much for this opportunity.
Well, now it's time to get back to our live sports coverage. So we're looking forward to seeing those athletes in action from all of our area schools. Hello, I'm Gina Ryan, Director of Hardin County Educational and Community Television, and today we are talking with one of our longtime sponsors, Mark Harris Construction. He has been with us from the very beginning, his organization, and through the years it's with apartments and renovations and real estate, of course. And now we are joined by Regina Johnson, who is the property management for two of the items that we're promoting with Mark Harris Construction. Regina, tell us first, our audience, a little bit about yourself.
Well, I've been a property manager for about 15 years, and so they stole me when they started building these two properties. So
that's probably a very good. So she said stole, so you are a high priority.
Yes.
In terms of getting you on board. The two properties we want to discuss is the Black Branch Storage first. So tell us about that.
So there's 339 units. We have climate control units, you know, big, small, all different sizes. So you can store just about anything.
Can you pay by the month or annual or 6 months?
It's monthly, yeah, and it's gated, so everything is secure. There's an on-site kiosk where you can lease on site. There's no manager on site or anything like that. You can also lease online.
Well, that's really good with COVID running around and everything like that. So how long would it take to get a storage facility at that location?
In just a matter of minutes. You can just go to the kiosk, or you can go to blackbranchstorage.com and lease straight online.
Okay. And are those, I'm assuming that those fill up relatively quickly. A lot of people are needing those.
Yes.
So for those that may not be familiar with what goes into storage units, what are some of those items that people might put in storage?
Most people, you know, they store, if they're moving from if they sold a home and getting a new one, they'll just use it for a few months, you know, to store their household items. A lot of people store things that are just in their garage that they need to get out of the way. We have some who store old cars. And I mean, just about anything.
So I was going to say, it becomes, well, like you said, a perfect storage place.
Yes.
And rates are in the range, are in a comfortable range?
Yes, they're very competitive.
Okay, wonderful.
For sure.
And then another exciting part of Mark Harris Construction and Organization is the Winding Springs Apartments.
Yes.
Now, tell us where those are located.
They are on Nicholas Street, close to downtown, close to Highway 62, close to everything.
Okay, and what type of apartments in regards to bedrooms, things like that are available?
These are all 2-bedroom, 2-bath luxury apartments. All the finishes are very modern and chic. It's going to be a gated community. We're very excited about it. We have one building open so far, and our next building will be open sometime in October.
Well, and if you've been down Highway 62 and you look over that area, they look amazing.
Yes, they're gorgeous.
Yeah. And what types of amenities are available for those that will be living there?
We have a clubhouse. It's a huge clubhouse. We have one side for the office and one side for just the residents, tailored to our residents. We have a pool, and it's going to be gated, so we're going to be the only gated community in town. We're going to have a dog park, several other amenities.
That sounds fun. Now, are they fully furnished, or can individuals make them their own?
Both. We can have furnished apartments. We do a lot of corporate apartments for local places here in town. And then you can, of course, bring your own stuff.
Great. And how do people get additional information about leasing those apartments?
So you can go to WindingSpringsEtown.com. Or you can call 270-766-1155.
And is that process, does it take very long to do?
No, not at all. I'm very quick at responding.
And are they monthly or biannual?
The
yearly?
typical lease is a year. We will do shorter term leases, especially with corporate apartments.
Oh, so there are corporate apartments?
Yes.
Okay, so what might be that added incentive for a corporate apartment?
It's cheaper than a hotel. And you have more room. You have a kitchen, it's like home.
As I mentioned at the beginning, Mark Harris has been one of our very beginning sponsors, committed to what we do with HCEC-TV. And without that investment, we would not be able to carry the live local high school sports that we do. Right. And we do close to 80 a year. And it goes back to when Mark was an athlete in this local community, and his children were athletes in this community, and he is really committed to helping with that. So being a member of that organization, what would you like to add about that?
Well, I think that the owners, they're locally owned. They've been in this community for a very long time. They're committed to the community. They're committed to the surroundings, and they love to give back.
Well, Mark Harris Construction is definitely the embodiment of being active and involved in your community and supporting those around you. And we always appreciate all of those supporters and our sponsors. And again, without them, we couldn't do what we do.
Absolutely.
So, Regina, for our audience, just to remind them again, and if you didn't catch that, it's Regina and Gina. The Regina and Gina show today. How can people get in touch with you as property manager?
The best way is probably by phone, 270-766-1155, or email. It's regina@WindingSpringsEtown.com.
Okay, thank you, and wish you all a great leasing season, and also in filling up all those storage facilities and everything.
Yes, for sure.
So thank you for joining us, Regina. And thank you for watching our HCEC-TV, Brandenburg Telecom, live sports coverage. It's time to meet another of our wonderful sponsors with HCEC-TV and Brandenburg Telecom's live sports coverage. Today we are joined by Whitney Ballou. She is a physical therapist at Physical Therapy Associates, which has been with us for many, many years, almost practically from the very beginning. And without their support, we could not do what we do in regards to our live sports coverage. Whitney, we are 6 feet apart, so we're going to remove our masks so you can hear us a little bit better and see our happy faces.
That's right.
So, Whitney, tell us about the history of Physical Therapy Associates.
I have been with the company for almost 5 years now. Guy Wallace, who is very well known in the community, started the company in 2002. We are up to 6 clinics now. Our clinic that we are in now in the Elizabethtown location has actually continued to grow. We add on and then we add on a little bit more. So growth is a good thing, especially with the economy the way that it is these days. it has grown, not just employee-wise, obviously patient-wise, just the way that we use the building for a lot of the local sports, both school-related and the extracurriculars that people participate in. And the building is constantly in use with the turf that we have now too. So
right, that's awesome. The turf really provides well, it gives you extra space and gets you to do what you need to do. What types of services do you provide?
So we provide the obvious, the orthopedic related, the surgicals, those that are not surgical as well, just your general injury for the athletes that I know that you and I have specifically discussed. We treat a lot of neurological conditions from vertigo to dizziness, balance type issues. We work on a lot of gait with patients. Our turf provides a great area for us to do those types of things. We provide traction, dry needling, ASTEM, which is just an instrument-assisted soft tissue mobilization. We have a lot of services and a lot of different certifications within our licensed individuals that can provide a pretty good variety of treatments for our patients.
And with diabetic patients, there's some procedures that you provide too?
Neuropathy is something that we see quite a bit of. There is an anodyne treatment that we use with some of those patients. And then again, as far as the gait side that it's related to a lot of those neuro problems, we use a lot of our turf for that as well.
COVID-19 has probably affected your business, so
Yes.
talk about what's been going on with COVID-19.
So all of physical therapy across the board was shut down for roughly a week, a little bit less than that, just depending on what area you were in. They deemed us as non-essential to start. And then a lot of people went to bat for us, thankfully, saying that we are essential, which we definitely feel that we are. We were cut down to our caseload with just those urgent and emergent cases, which would be your surgical patients who needed to come to us so that they didn't end up worse than they were prior to surgery, fractures, really bad injuries that needed quick, if we didn't get to them quick, that they were going to be in a lot worse shape than they were off. So it cut us down quite a bit. We cut our caseload by probably 80%. We've slowly built that back up, so we're getting close to more what we would consider normal, but we can see a little bit of everything now, so we're thankful to be kind of free reign with everybody again.
Well, and in regards to delivery of service, I'm sure that you all have always taken protective,
absolutely,
whatever type of protection you need in terms of keeping both you and the patient safe and things. In regards to athletics, high school athletics, you used to think, oh, those high school athletes, those middle school athletes, even elementary school athletes, they're young, their bones heal, their muscles heal. How many of those patients do you see on a regular basis?
They do heal much quicker, but yes, they do still get hurt. That has actually gone down in number as well. The sports were cut back there for a while. People weren't getting out, so people weren't doing as much as they were prior to all this COVID stuff that occurred. And our caseload's getting back up to normal with that. Our kids make up, probably anywhere 25 to 50% of our caseload, just depending on the given time frame, sports seasons that we're in and things like that. It's definitely increased since the school sports have been allowed to play. I was not going to be surprised if we saw more, just because they weren't getting the time to practice and do things before they were playing games. But thankfully we haven't seen a whole lot of injuries, which is good for bad for business, but definitely good for the individual, and that's what we care about the most.
Awesome.
Yes.
You are a former high school athlete at Central Hardin High School. Yes. Just briefly talk about those years.
The glory days, as I like to call them. I played soccer and basketball both. I wouldn't trade those years for the world. I had very good coaches, very good teammates, and I just kept saying, as telling patients and employers or our coworkers, that I wouldn't trade those days for the world. So I can't imagine what some of these kids have gone through that haven't been able to play. They've missed out on not just senior years, but any year of high school, any year of middle school that you can't play those sports. That keeps so many kids not just out of trouble, but keeps them in shape, keeps the mental aspect of their lives in check too, which is so important. And I'm glad that they've been able to participate in a lot of those things now. I know there's still restrictions with it, but those are days that I wouldn't take away from my life, and I know that those kids wouldn't either. So I'm glad to see that they're back in session with a lot of that.
And with your sponsorship, we're able to bring live coverage to those that can't attend the sporting events because we're limited in number. They can watch that event at home, and they can stream it, and they can share it, and so that's a huge benefit. When you were an athlete, did you notice HCEC-TV?
Oh yes, I did, absolutely. Yeah. And that's such a good privilege for them, especially with having limited tickets. I come from a very large family, which we were just talking about, so thinking about my parents, my aunts and uncles that came to games, or even just friends, you know, you've got so many classmates that you hope can be there. Again, that's part of the glory days, as I call them, you know, your friends going and cheering you on. And so for them to at least be able to watch it and talk to the players about how they did, know what a great catch or what a great shot, those mean a lot to those players. So it's great that you all are able to provide that service.
Great, and it does give them a little bit of extra exposure.
Absolutely.
To, you know, to the broader audience and things.
Absolutely.
Maybe a coach from a Division I or Division II might check you out. So, what about your commitment to the community? PTA is very involved. What are some of those things that you all really enjoy participating in?
So sponsorship is something that Guy Wallace is big on too. You know, there's a lot of different recreational leagues that he's a part of from all of his kids that participate, but you know, the marketing aspect, there's a lot that they're involved in with that as well. Our athletes are, I say, some of our prized possessions, but it's really great to be able to work with them, just to be able to see them get back on the field. Working with any patient is excellent, but when we can get our athletes specifically back to a school setting, whether it's just going to class because they can get off their crutches or get out of their wheelchair or get back on the field or court, it's great that we're able to play such a big role in that for them.
Awesome.
Yes.
For individuals that would like to contact physical therapy associates, what can they do?
They can call our office at 270-234-1569. We're open 7 to 5 Monday through Friday, so they can get in contact with us for that. We also rent out our turf. Well, we did pre-COVID, but we've got 5,400 square feet of turf facility that we also use for some of those recreational activities that hopefully once we get a little bit lifted on our restrictions that we're able to start incorporating that again as well.
Okay. And that turf application is really important. What I said it just gives you a wide open space, but what kinds of things take place in there?
It is great for our ACL patients specifically. We have them doing some very high level activities, some running, jogging, sprinting, a lot of agility type activities with ladders and hurdles. It's great for our neuro patients where we're doing gait and balance stuff, just trying to walk laps, working on getting from a walker to a cane, just being able to have that space where people can open up without feeling scared because we're too close to other tables or other patients and things like that. It's been great as far as COVID goes because the 6-foot rule has not been a problem. We are very spaced out, probably 20 feet between each table, which has been very nice. We actually added onto the turf initially, and then that didn't seem big enough, so we actually added on again. So we can also do throwing programs. We have the distance to be able to do those types of things. For our baseball and softball players, football players, of course, it's set up like an actual football field. We have the yards marked out, and it's nice to be able to work with that with them too.
I would say that physical therapy is one of those areas that has exploded in the last even decade.
Right.
When I was very young, you never heard, really, I didn't know of anyone that ever had gone through physical therapy. But now physical therapy extends to even the mindset and the emotional. So can you address that? Why do you think that has occurred?
Pain is perception. Everybody perceives it differently. Of course, pain tolerance is different across the board, but if you hurt, it absolutely changes your entire mental state. So our physical abilities will absolutely address our mental abilities throughout daily life, from work to just waking up in the mornings. I actually I wasn't super familiar with PT myself, even growing up around sports and, you know, teammates tearing ACLs and spraining ankles and things like that. I went to school actually to be a dentist to start, so I thankfully had some great mentors that led me to PT with my background and my love for, you know, the body, the anatomy, and all of that stuff that I loved class-wise. But pain is perception, so it has just continued to grow. People realize how much of a benefit it is for maintenance in some cases, but most of all prevention. A lot of our athletes that we've talked about, prevention of those injuries, if we can stop it, especially with a lot of the Sport isolation, people doing just 1 or 2 sports focused on that. You know, us growing up, like I said, I played 3 or 4 growing up, so that's kind of changed a little bit. People are tending to specialize, which is totally fine, but it will sometimes cause some more injuries.
And that specialization may cause one injury over and over again.
Correct, like we had also discussed. Yes, exactly. So we are continuing to grow, maybe because of that as far as the athletes go, but pain is perception, and I think that the more that we are able to get that out there and people realize how good it can be just for an everyday life, not just returning to sport or returning to work, I think the more that it gets out there, you tell your friend, and then everybody's like, oh, it can help a lot more than we think.
Well, I appreciate Guy Wallace, and I appreciate Physical Therapy Associates, and Whitney, I appreciate all that PTA offers this community, and it's really, it's been phenomenal. And you're in a couple of different counties now too, correct?
Yes. And same to you all, by the way, for what you all do for the county. Yes, so we have the Elizabethtown Clinic, but then we also have Ratcliffe, we have Meade County, Hodgenville, Bardstown, and then a Louisville, South Louisville clinic as well.
Right, so easily acceptable for anywhere you need to go,
right.
Contact PTA, and it's pretty easy to get a recommendation also.
Absolutely. We are actually a direct access state, so you can go to physical therapy without a doctor's order. Now, insurance would depend on some of those cases, but it's really easy to get physical therapy. All you got to do is call us.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you again, Whitney, for joining us, and thank you for joining us at home. We appreciate all of our sponsors on HCEC-TV for our live sports coverage. And without Physical Therapy Associates, please support them. We could not do what we do to bring these wonderful athletes into your home on a regular basis.
I am Kyler Barkley. I am with the Media Arts program in HCEC-TV. I am a third-year student, and today I am interviewing one of our longtime sponsors, President of West Point Bank, Josh Hubbard. Josh, tell us a little bit about West Point Bank and its history.
Yes, so West Point Bank was purchased by First Breckenridge Bank shares in the early 1980s. We were one facility there in West Point, and we've expanded from West Point into Upton, Glendale, Radcliffe, and Elizabethtown. So we have 5 locations throughout Hardin County, owned by First Breckenridge Bank Shares, which owns several other banks throughout the Central Kentucky region. But West Point Bank is in Hardin County with one location in Upton, which is actually in LaRue County, but 4 branches in Hardin County and 1 in LaRue County.
Could you tell us a little bit about services offered new and old?
Absolutely. So West Point Bank is a full-service bank. We provide free checking accounts, savings accounts, certificates of deposit, IRAs. We also make loans for just about anything. 1 to 4 family, primary residence loans, farm loans, agricultural loans, multifamily, automobile loans, you name it, we can pretty much do it when it comes to banking. So we obviously, like I said, are a full-service bank.
Is there any specific areas of involvement in your community that the bank makes?
Yes, so we really strive to serve the communities that we operate in, primarily all of Hardin and the surrounding counties. We pride ourselves in our employees living, working, going to church in the communities that our banks are located in. So whether it be participating with HCEC-TV, doing the sports coverage, the Heartland Parade, West Point River Days, Glendale Spring Fest, Upton Days, just the Hooray for Heroes or the Radcliffe Mayor's Breakfast, whatever that may be, we really strive to be involved and give back to the communities that we serve.
So you were talking about community involvement and HCEC-TV sport coverage. Is there anything, are you passionate about covering sports?
Absolutely. So we've been a longtime sponsor of this programming. When I grew up in high school, when I was growing up in high school, I obviously played high school sports. My son plays high school sports. A lot of the employees who work for me, their children play high school sports. And I just think that sports are great for children of all ages. It teaches them a lot of things. One, how to be a good teammate. You need to be a good teammate in order to be a good employee. It teaches them accountability. It teaches them work ethic. I think it teaches them how to win and how to lose. You know, life can be hard. There's going to be ups and downs, and winning a game, losing a game, winning as a team, losing as a team. I think it just gives valuable insight to just life in general by playing sports.
I completely agree and understand, and we appreciate your sponsorship. Now, is there any other extra information you would like to let the viewing audience know?
Just in general, West Point Bank, like I said, we strive to provide the best possible customer service that we can provide. We are extremely enthusiastic about the communities that we serve, the citizens in those communities, and we would really like to be your bank and to establish a relationship with you if we don't have one, and if we do have a relationship with you, to just further expand upon that relationship. We are, again, strive to provide the absolute best customer service and just, are just thrilled to be a part of the community that we serve.
How can people get additional information about your bank? Do you have any sort of contact?
Yes, so we obviously, as I said earlier, we have 4 locations in Hardin County and 1 in LaRue County. So West Point, Radcliffe, Elizabethtown, Glendale, and Upton. You can follow us on Facebook. You can like our Facebook page. You can also visit us at westpointbank.com.
All right. Thank you again for your continued support. We wouldn't be able to do it without your support. Again, we appreciate you, and let's have a good season.
Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal helps keep America clean.
Got a car that needs to be scrapped? Older refrigerator not working? We pay top dollar. Call Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal Recycling today. Family owned and operated for over 40 years.
Premier Metal Recycling Company, we even handle the unloading. Waddell's Auto and Scrap, now with 2 locations.
Do your part. Keep America clean.
Our halftime score between the North Hardin Trojans and the Central Hardin Bruins, 0-0. There were several shots on goal in the opening half by both squads. Keeper for the North Hardin Trojans, Joey Stankovic, made some really good stops on some good crosses, and Aiden Allen made a couple of really good stops near the end of the first half for the Bruins. North Hardin will have the opening possession. Rashid now going to kick it down the center of the field. That was Hasty that sends it out. Handley not able to get to it. It'll be a throw in for North. Parms to throw this one in. Gets it into Handley. Badstimmer there for Central. Parms keeps possession. He'll take it down into the corner. Thomas there as he crosses to the far side. McGaw not able to get to it. Hasty now with it for Central. Oh, McGaw gets it back for North. Shot. That'll go wide right. That was Heron with the shot. That'll be a goal kick for the Bruins. Terengi sends it out near midfield. Burns gets to it first for the Trojans. He'll send it back to Rashid. That one went off Argueta. Brown going to chip it forward for Argueta. Merle gets back for the Trojans. Goes out. Be a throw in for Central Hardin. Brown to throw this one in. Rashid heads that back towards the center. Argueta crosses. Van Blyenberg gets to it first for the Bruins. Be kicked out by Parms. throw in for Central Hardin. It'll be Van Blyenberg to throw this one in. Harms there, he'll send it right back out. Van Blyenberg will begin to throw this one in. High toss in. Burns misses a shot by Argueta. That's going to go high and right. A goal kick for the Trojans. Stankovic to take this one. So go to the far side. Merle has it. Trying to get it to Matthews. Heron there with it. Lays it to the outside. Gearing now with it. Trying to get it to Handley. Bad Stibner there. I think that was Bowman that sent that one out. Parms lets it go out. Be a throw in for the Trojans. Parms to throw it in. To Heron. Thomas gets it back. That's going to go off of the Trojan. Be a Central Hardin throw in. Be a foul. And it'll be a free kick for North Hardin. Rashid to take this one. Go towards the far side of the box. Through everybody. Out the other side. Brown has it for Central. Going to chip this one forward, trying to get it to Argueta. Rashid will knock it in the air. Sent back up for the Trojans. Heron trying to get it to Matthews. Turingi closed him out. Now reset. Brown gets it back for Central. Send it back up the field. Trying to get it again to Argueta. Shaw now with it. Now Kearing has it for the Trojans. To the outside for Merle. It goes out. Throw in for North Hardin. Bowman with it. Back outside for Brown. Argueta chases after it. Burns there for North Hardin. That one's going to be crossed hard. Stankovic gets it. Rolls it to the outside for Rashid. She'll send it down the right side, trying to get to Handley. Turingi there for the Bruins. Heron now with it. Thomas on him. Bad Stibner gets it back. He'll kick it out. It'll be a throw in for the Trojans. Palmston comes to take this one. Into the box, headed to the outside. Brown chases after, gets it for the Bruins. Argueta was calling for it. Brown not able to get a clean shot, clean foot on it. Now Burns with it for North. He sends it down the left, no one chasing after that one. Aiden Allen will scoop it up. Outside to Turingi. Outside to Bad Stibner. Moves out, throw in for North Hardin. Parms again to throw this one in. Quick throw into Heron. Matthews will get a foot on it. back out. Van Blyenberg and Parms going after it. And Blyenberg gets it down to the corner. He crosses there towards the top of the box. No teammates there. However, now Argetta gets their shot. Stankovic with the save. Mohammed sends it forward. Handley with it. Bad Stibner in front of him. They both go down. Bad Stibner will send it back. Gearing now with it for North. Parms, back to Burns, back to Parms. Van Blyenberg comes back to get it for Central. And that'll be a free kick for the Bruins.
Come on, White. Come on, White.
Send it across for Chenault. Hasty there on the outside. Muhammad there for North. Keeps it in, gets it to Matthews. Thomas gets it back for the Bruins. He'll send it forward, trying to get it to Van Blyenberg. Chases down into the corner, able to keep it in. Goes off of Parms, and it'll be a corner kick for the Bruins. Pat Stibner will come to take this one. Bowman comes out. Short corner, Bad Stibner. Gets it back to Bowman, popped up in the air. Brown tried to shoot it. Matthews got in the way of that one. Now it'll come back out. Burns doesn't get it cleanly. I believe that'll be a corner for the Bruins again. Bad Stibner lines this one up. This one near the short side, headed out by Burns, but right to Argetta. That one over the goal, and it will be a goal kick for North Hardin. 30 minutes, 17 seconds to go in our ball game. Still scoreless between the Bruins and the Trojans. Stankovic in midfield with this one. Bad Stibner gets a foot on it. McGaw lays it back for Hanley. Hanley going to send it forward for Heron. Turingi there for Central. Goes off North Hardin, and it'll be a goal kick for Central. Again, North Hardin back in action on Saturday as they will host South Warren. For the Bruins, their next ball game will be on the 13th as they will travel to Fort Knox. That goes out off the Trojans, throw in Bruins. They have a handball, free kick for North. Merle will take this one. Sends it across the field for Burns. That goes off Central. Throw in for North. McGaw quickly sends that one in, trying to get it to Handley. Bad Stibner and Thomas there. Goes out off of Central. Throw in North. Hanley going to throw this one in to Matthews. Back to McGaw. McGaw will cross from there. Attempted header by, I believe that was Parms. Yep. No good. Brown with it on the other side. And Argetta and Muhammad go after that one. Throw in for North. Quickly throw in to Rashid. Plays it back to Stankovic. That goes out off of Van Blyenberg. Quick throw in. McGaw down the field. Terenge heads it back towards the middle of the field. Heron. Now Terenge. Now to be Shaw with it for the Bruins. Sending it forward for Van Blyenberg. He's not going to be able to keep this one in. It'll be a throw in for North. McGaw to throw this one in. Headed out by Shaw. Another throw in for the Trojans. This time Hanley will take it. Going to get it for Gearing. Terenge pops it in the air. Now he'll kick it back. McGaw heads it back, but right to Shaw. Shaw going to send it to the far side. Merle chasing after along with Brown. That's going to be off the Bruins and a throw in for North Hardin. Merle to send this one in. That's Bowman with it, so he'll play it back. Terenge will kick it out. Throw in North. Matthews keeps possession. Bowman there for Central. Back to Parms. Parms going to send it into the other side, trying to get it to Handley. Not able to get there before Aiden Allen. And Allen punts this one away. Down the middle of the field. Sheed will pop it back up in the air. McGaw. Handley keeps it inbounds. Thomas there for Central. Trying to cross. Thomas got a foot on it. Back up near midfield. Argetta now with it. He's going to give it back for Van Blyenberg. Burns there for North. Muhammad back for North Hardin. Now McGaw with it. To Gearing. Gearing going to send it up the left side. Trying to get it to Parms. Hasty back there for Central. That's going to go out and be a throw-in for Central Hardin. 17 to go in the second half of play. Again, 0-0 between the Bruins and the Trojans. Tomorrow night we're back on the air, 7:30. It's homecoming at Central Hardin. They will host the John Hardin Bulldogs. Kickoff time 7:30. Coach Paul Gray will bring you all the football action. Matthews with it to Handley. And get it up outside for Gearing. Gearing stops, gets it to Matthews. Matthews trying to turn with the ball. Shaw gets there for Central. Now he gets it up to Bogan. Bogan stops, cuts back to the inside. He and Handley both go down. I'm going to say a free kick for the Bruins. Brown to take this one. Referee will mark back 10 yards. That one low towards the right side. Stankovic will punch it away. And Parm's able to keep it in. Bruins going to send it right back into the box. Headed. Stankovic will come up dives on this one. Stankovic will punt this one away. Big hop. Terenge there for the Bruins. He'll send it back the other way. Bogan heads it in the air. Burns heads it towards the middle of the field. Bogan again with it. McGaw gets it back for North. Bowman now with it for Central to the outside. To Brown. Rashid gets to that one first. Shaw shot. That'll go high and to the right. Goal kick, North Hardin.
Central Hardin substitution coming in is Bruin number 7, Matt Covey. Also coming in is Bruin number 16, Alex Lund.
Stankovic to send this one away. Big hop. Matthews heads it. Handley out in front. Chenault coming back. Handley had to take it wide to the right. Chenault still on him. Handley afterwards he's probably gonna get a yellow for the aggressiveness. He will get a yellow for that. And another yellow issued. I'm not sure the second one was too. Might be McGaw. So North will send 2 subs in. So it'll be a free kick for the Trojans. Merle to take this one. Goes low. Now I'm going to go wide to the right. And it went off of a Trojan, so it'll be a goal kick for the Bruins.
Ball, ball.
Muhammad now with it. It's hit there. Brown now has it for Bruins. Covey on the far side with it. Merle gets there to him. Muhammad gets it back for North. It's going to go out off the Trojan, throw in for the Bruins. Rashid will send this one back down the Trojan left side. They're going to take a couple bounces and go out. Throw in for the Bruins. Hasty to throw this one in. Covey with it. Chip it into the box. It goes out off of North Hardin. It'll be a corner kick for the Bruins. I believe that's Brown down in the corner. Thomas now heads out to take it. That one headed out by Burns. Heron with it. To the outside for Gearing. Gearing going to send it forward. Burns rushes down to the other end. Chenault on his back. Burns keeps it into the box. Tries to cross there. Trying to get it to Matthews. Matthews almost able to wind up. I believe it was Thomas that came through for Central to get it away. Parms now with it. He'll play it back to Muhammad. Back to Rashid. Back to this side for Parms. Misplays that one now. Throw in for Bruins. Wilkinson going to send this one in. Heron gets possession back for the Trojans. Terengi on him. Terengi back with it. He'll play it forward for Thomas. Gama now in the game for the Trojans. He'll play it back to Rashid. Back to the outside, too far, Watt. That'll be a throw in for the Bruins. Wilkinson again will get this one in, this time to Brown. Farm will get it back up the right side. Thomas lays it back for Wilkinson. Chip it around. Linden gets it now. He'll play it back to Aiden Allen. Played to the far side. They're going to send it down the right side. Covey there. Rashid comes over for North. And that goes over the end line off of the Bruins, and it'll be a goal kick for North Hardin. Subs in on both sides. Parm's going to play this one forward. Lennon gets to it first. He'll play it back to Aiden Allen. Allen goes outside to Chenault. He sends it outside. That will be popped in the air. Covey not able to keep it in. Throw in Trojans. Merle quickly with the throw in to Matthews. That goes out. Another throw in for the Trojans. That goes out. Another throw in for North. Merle again to throw this one in. Into Matthews. I think that was Bowen that knocked that one free. Earl trying to keep possession for the Trojans outside. Throw in for the Trojans again. Merle will throw it in for North Hardin. Trying to get it into Matthews. That's going to be kicked out by Central Hardin. Corner kick for the Trojans. Merle heads off to the corner to take this one. Players getting knocked down in the goal. This one we sit towards the back post. Header opportunity and out the backside. And it will be a goal kick for Central Hardin. I believe it was Burns that had an opportunity to head that one. Trio. Hopped it up in the air. Bogan will play it back. Thomas plays it all the way back to Terengi. To Chenault. That'll go out. Throw in for North. We reached under 15 minutes to go in regulation. Rules for high school. It is tied in 17th district play at the end of the scheduled time. We'll go to a 5-minute overtime period. Golden goal opportunity mean if someone scores, game stops at that point. If they're still scoreless after the first OT, we will have a second overtime, a 5-minute period. And I believe that one was on Brown as he gets the yellow card. So they're going to call out trainer. I think Burns has a cramp. He was knocked down. Micah Brown gets the yellow card. Again, if they're tied at the end of the second overtime, then you would go to penalty kicks. Each team would send 5 players to shoot from 10 yards out. If it's tied after both teams have taken 5 shots, then they'll go one at a time until we have a winner.
Central Hard substitution coming in as row number 17, Carter Conley.
This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 broadcasting brought to you in part by Brandenburg Telecom, Physical Therapy Associates, Blue Ribbon Renovations, Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal Recycling, E-Town Exterminating, and West Point Bank. Tune in weekly for all local HCEC-TV programs airing on Brandenburg Telecom and Comcast Cable Channel 2, Spectrum Communications Channel 184, and you can always check out our past broadcasts on our YouTube channel. Just search HCEC-TV, subscribe to our channel, and get all your local community sports and events. Again, Josh Burns, the down Trojan. Where they are working on would be a cramp in his right calf. Burns has not come off the field all game. Again, we're back on the air tomorrow night, 7:30 kickoff time, as it's homecoming at Central Hardin. They will host the John Hardin Bulldogs. And kickoff for 7:30. For North Hardin, their next ball game will be this Saturday as they host South Warren, and then for Central Hardin, their next ball game will be on the 13th, and they will travel to take on the Eagles of Fort Knox. So it'll be a free kick here as we come back to action for the Trojans. Rashid will take this one right at midfield. Be sent towards the left post. Aiden Allen gets to it, knocks it down, and actually dribbled it right to his hands like a basketball player. And he'll punt this one away. Goes up the left side for the Bruins. Bogan there near midfield. It's close to a handball. Back to Bad Stibner. Goes out off the Trojans. Bad Stibner to throw this one in. Trying to get it to Argueta. Trio there for North Hardin. To Handley. Thomas gets to that one. But it'll be Heron that gets it back for the Trojans to Muhammad right at midfield. Out the other side. Gearing with it. Heron plays it to the middle for Trio. He's going to send it to the outside. Gets it to Handley. A couple of Bruins coming up on him. Try to send it forward. Bad Stibner there. The ball still in play. That's going to go out off of the Trojans and be a Central Hardin throw-in. Pretty sure Bad Stibner will take this one. He'll throw it into Turangi. Cross to Chenault. It goes out off North. Central throw-in. Trio with it. Trying to play it to the outside, gets it to Parms. Parms with it, he takes it up the side. Pat Stibner there. Comes back. Have a tackle there. So the AR and the referee are speaking. So it'll be a free kick for the Bruins. Matt Stibner will set this one down. Tarango across to Chenault. Send this up the right side. Lynch back there for the Trojans. Lennon going to send it back down there again. And Stankovic comes out and will scoop this one up. Stankovic down the center of the field. Hanley there, Bad Stibner there for Central. Casey to the outside, it's going to go wide. Throw in for the Trojans. Parm's going to send this one in. Right down the line, trying to get to Heron. He'll head it back towards the middle. Handley's there. Now it'll be Lennon who has it for Central to Bad Stibner. And he won't be able to keep that one in. Throw in for North. Parm's again going to send this one in. Into Trio. Now Rashid with it. Trying to get it to Hanley. It goes off the Bruins. Hanley going to throw this one, going to throw it into the box, trying to get it to Matthews. Headed across. Lennon will clear it up the right side. Covey chasing after it. Lynch going to get it. He'll play it back to Stankovic. Didn't hit that one actually cleanly. Muhammad tries to play it. Keeps possession for the Trojans. Send it up the right side. No Trojans were making a run. Aiden Allen will pick that one up. Down the right side. Conley there for Central Hardin. It goes out. Throw in North Hardin. Merle comes up to send this one in. That's headed out. Another throw in for the Trojans. This might be Heron throwing it into Matthews. Lennon there for Central. Now it'll be a throw in for the Bruins. Substitution coming in. Hanley has it now. Back to Heron. Heron trying to get it to Matthews. And Lennon will clear it out. Brown chases down with Rashid. Rashid going to pop this one in the air. Lands in, but then will go out. Be a throw in for the Bruins. Matt Stibner to throw this one in. To Brown, but Trio there. He's going to send it up the right side for the Trojans. Terenge heads it back to Bad Stibner. Hanley able to keep it in. Terenge heads it back towards the middle. Matthews there for North. He'll get it to Muhammad. He's going to send it to the outside for Parms. Parms keeps possession. Into the middle. Matthews shot. That'll go high. That'll be a goal kick for Central Hardin. 8:15 to go in the ball game. Aiden Allen will take this goal kick. Terenge now with it. Sends it forward. Trying to get to Argueta. Foul on North. Free kick for Central. Thomas to take this one. Now he'll back away, and it'll be Lennon. Right down the middle, Rashid's going to head it out of the box. Merle there. Merle going to kick it back towards the center of the field. Lennon going to try to keep it on this end. Matthews there for North. Up to Handley, back to Rakai from Heron. Outside, Chenault there. Handley cross, no one at the top of the box. Merle now with it for North. Bad Stimner on him. Merle will cross. That one's going to be kicked out by Chenault. Churio trying to get to it. Argueta and Handley go down. Play on. Brown with it now. Rashid there for North. Goes out on North. Throw in for the Bruins. Brown to throw this one in. Oh, it'll be Bad Stimner to throw this one in. Sub in. Now everybody's ready. Bad Stimner. Throw it down the line to Brown. Or sorry, Argueta. Rashid got to it, kicks it out. It'll be another throw in for the Bruins. Brown to throw this one in. Get well in there. Through the other side. Gearing will send it up the field. Heron racing after it. Terenge there. But Heron gets to it. Here comes Chenault. And Chenault will hit it outside. And I want to say it might have gone off the Trojans. Nope, it goes over the inline off the Bruins. And it's a corner kick for North Hardin. Merle will head off to the corner to take this one. Most of the players about 12 yards away from the goal. Muhammad still right at the goal line. Headed opportunity, Matthews just missed it. That'll be cleared out by Lennon again. Trio going to get there first. Gearing going to knock it back. Parms comes up, but Micah Brown with it. He and Gearing going after it. Now Muhammad comes back and gets it for the Trojans. Merle wanted it. And that'll be a free kick for the Trojans. So I'm going to go towards the left side. Parms is down there. Don't think he's going to be able to keep it in, and it'll be a goal kick for Central Hardin. 4:18 to go in the ball game. In the first matchup between these two teams, the only goal scored came with about 9:21 to go in the ball game. To the outside. Shaw going to play that one back to Terenge. He's going to send it outside. Bad Stibner. Unable to play that one. Throw in for North. Merle going to send this one in. Trying to get it to Heron. Back to Handley. Handley going to get it to Matthews. Matthews at the top of the box. Going to take a shot there. Saved by Aiden Allen. Allen going to punt this one away pretty quickly. Big hop. Merle back on the defensive end for the Trojans. He'll send it back up for Heron. Terenge gets to it for the Bruins. And that, it went out. It's going to be a throw in for North Hardin. Throw in to Heron. Shaw will send it down the center of the field. Going towards the left. Rashid gets back there. Micah Brown there. Rashid kicks it out. Throw in Central Hardin. It's like it'll be Brown to throw this one in. Gonna stop the clock. Cody going to check into the ball game. And again, it'll be Micah Brown to throw this one in. Hanley gets it right back for North. Goes out. Throw in again for the Bruins. Brown sends it in. It's into the box. Matthews will get there. He's going to send it out the left side. Wilkinson will let this one go out. Throw in for Central Hardin. 2 minutes to go in the ball game. Lynch heads it back. Muhammad trying to keep it in. To McGaw. McGaw plays it back. Parms. Now Matthews with it right at midfield. Send it forward for Herring. Terenge back there for Central. Herring there. And Herring, it looks like, lost where the ball was at. And it's going to go over the end line to be a corner kick for the Trojans. Merle going to head out there. 1:20 to go. Rashid and Lynch both come forward for the Trojans. Lynch about 6'3", 6'4". Merle marks it ready. This one go towards the front post. Went out again off the Bruins. Another Trojan corner. Merle can't take quite as long. 38 seconds to go. This one's going to go a little farther out. And off some people and in. No goal, no goal, no goal. No goal. It looked like the Trojans just rushed it. I think Merle just got a red card arguing with the official on the call. Most likely it is words more than actions. So with the red card, North Hardin will play the rest of this half with 10 players and into overtime even with 10 players if we get there. Handley with it. Throw in Central. Brown going to send this one in. 12 seconds. Trying to get it to Argueta. Rashid back there for North. He'll kick it out. Argueta going to try to get this one quickly. 3, 2, and that's it. And so 0-0 at the end of regulation. We will now head to a 5-minute overtime period. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools. Live Channel 1 programming sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, providing service for all your telecommunication needs. Physical Therapy Associates. More personal attention for more effective results. With locations in Elizabethtown, Hodgenville, Radcliffe, and South Louisville. Online at physicaltherapyky.com. Blue Ribbon Renovations is a new locally owned Mark Harris Company, that is offering 0% interest and no payments for 12 months on windows, doors, fences, roofs, neck siding, and much, much more. To explore your options or schedule your appointment today, call 270-763-3186. Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal Recycling, a family-owned business with competitive prices, pickup service, and a friendly staff available for all your recycling needs. Located in Elizabethtown on 31W, just south of exit 91 off Interstate 65. Call 270-982-7206 to talk to someone about scrap and metal and recycling. E-Town Exterminating is a locally owned, family-run pest control company and has been serving Hardin, Meade, Grayson, and Nelson counties and the surrounding areas of Kentucky since 1976. Whatever your pest control issues are, termites, spiders, crickets, general pests, even moles, their team has the knowledge, skill, and training to safely and effectively eliminate the problem. Call 270-737-6900 or go online at mugabug.com. And West Point Bank, with 5 offices located in Elizabethtown, Radcliffe, Upton, Glendale, and West Point. Let us help make life simpler. Hometown banking made simple. Online at westpointbank.com. We'd also like to thank NHHS, the National Federation of High School Sports, and its support in providing live streaming service. Contact nhhs.com to subscribe today. I believe they will switch sides for the first 5 minutes, and then they'll switch back for the last 5 minutes. Again, it is golden goal opportunity. If you score within the first 5 minutes, game is over. If you score within the second 5 minutes, game is over. Again, North Hardin will be down 1 man, playing with 10. Rose will have first possession of overtime. Argetta will send it back to Lennon. Now they play it back to Chenault. Round to Wilkinson. Shaw going to send it up the right side. Argetta there. Lynch that plays it out. Throw in for Central. Wilkinson going to throw this one in. Headed away. Lennon heads it back into the box. Stankovic will grab it there. Send back out towards midfield. Muhammad now with it for North. Going to send it to McGaw this side. One touch to Gearing. Gearing going to give it right back. Covey there for Central. Gearing with it. Lennon now steps to him. It's inside the box. Cross. Shot. Save. Oh, and it's back in. And that will do it. McGaw to Heron. And I believe it went off of Aiden Allen and off of another Central Hardin Bruin. And that will end it as North Hardin wins in overtime, just a minute 23 in. And the Trojans improved to 9-2-1 on the season, while the Bruins fall to 5-4-3. This is a Hardin County Educational and Community Television student production. HCEC-TV is a division of Hardin County Schools live Channel 1 programming, sponsored in part by Brandenburg Telecom, Physical Therapy Associates, Blue Ribbon Renovations, Waddell's Auto and Scrap Metal Recycling, E-Town Exterminating, and West Point Bank. Again, an overtime victory for the Trojans, 1-0. A reminder, we're back on the air tomorrow night, 7:30. It'll be football action as it's homecoming at Central Hardin, and they will take on the John Hardin Bulldogs. Kickoff scheduled for 7:30. For all of our workers here at HCEC-TV that make this possible, I am Bobby Thompson saying so long and good night.